Hey there you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you are new. If you are new, hi, I'm Abigail. I make Christian videos every week to help you guys to let the truth be told over your guys' lives. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about curly hair and how I manage my curly hair. I got a request, probably when you guys are seeing this, it's probably been over a month ago. And one of you guys was asking to show a curly hair routine. And so not only am I going to do a curly hair routine, I'm going to be showing you guys the do's and don'ts, the ins, the outs, all things curly hair. So if you are new and you haven't done so already, you guys can click that subscribe button so that you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Before I actually jump into this video, I really do want to let you guys know that this journey to curly hair and just doing hair and makeup in general, anything with fashion, it all came from, actually it started at a point of insecurity and changed into something that I am able to now use to share the gospel with people. If you guys would like to hear the story, my journey to what got me into hair and the hiccups along the way with makeup and hair, let me know in the comments, because honestly, it all points back to the goodness of God, and I'm so grateful that God has gifted me this gift and talent to be able to do hair and makeup and all of those kinds of things. You guys probably don't see me talk about hair and makeup very much on my channel because I love talking about Jesus a whole heck of a lot more. So anyways, if you guys would like to see a video talking about my journey to that, let me know in the comments, because honestly, I would love to film a video talking about that. So anyways, I do want to also let you guys know that it doesn't matter what kind of hair you have, this is the way God made you to be. And before realizing that my hair was curly, I was super insecure about my hair, and I thought that there was something wrong with my hair because it wasn't straight and it wasn't super curly, and I didn't know how to deal with either one of them. And every time I would try and straighten it, it would sometimes end up curly, and then when I would try and leave it curly, it just looked too crazy, and I was just there's a lot of insecurity all around. So I just want to let you guys know, whether your guys' hair is curly, straight, whatever type of hair you have, this is the way God made you, and you are beautiful no matter what. I remember there being a time when I hated my hair because I thought that it was somewhat curly and somewhat straight and mixture of both. So I would literally blow dry it, straighten it, and then curl it, just because I didn't want any bit of curl that was my natural curl to peek through. But I just want you to know that God made you the way you are, and you're beautiful the way God made you. I'm going to be kind of sectioning this video off into several different areas. So the first part we're going to be talking about is the do's and don'ts. Then we're going to be talking about the products, and then we're going to be talking about the methods that I use. So starting with the do's and don'ts, the don'ts are a lot more prominent than the do's. There's like one or two do's and the rest are don'ts. The first don't is do not comb your hair when it is dry. That is one of the biggest mistakes you'll make, and honestly, when you change it to not combing your hair when it's dry, you will see curly hair results quick. So what I like to do is, instead of combing my hair when it's dry, like after I've showered and it's already dried, I comb it before I shower with a paddle brush. I use a wooden bristled paddle brush because that just works really well with my hair type. And then in the shower, after I've shampooed, I will put in conditioner, and while my conditioner is setting in my hair, I will use a wide tooth comb like this, and I will just keep one of these in the shower, and I will just brush through my hair using a wide toothpick comb. So that's one of the first things, is to not brush your hair. Do not brush your hair after your shower, so just don't do it. My next don't is do not buy products that are for normal hair types. Meaning, don't go to Rite Aid or don't go to Walmart or wherever you're shopping your hair products. Do not go and find all of the stuff that's for normal hair types or for straight hair types. You want to go straight to the curly section, which I'll talk about those products here shortly. But you want to find stuff that is for your hair type. Like, for example, this is like such a really random example. It's like if you like fruity things, you like fruity candy, ice cream, you would not go to an ice cream shop and get chocolate ice cream if you really like fruity ice cream. So that's a really random example. So if you have wavy hair, you're gonna go to the wavy hair section. You're not gonna go to the straight hair section. And what I mean by wavy hair section, you need to look for products that are geared towards curly hair. You look them up online, it will tell you if it is for curly hair or not. The biggest thing is to treat your hair like let it get curly. I used to try and make my hair go straight, and so I would straighten it and blow dry it and do whatever it was to it so often, and it didn't make my hair go straight. So don't treat your hair like it's straight, because it's not. It's curly. Go to the curly stuff. Go to the Curly Girl products. So my next don't compare your hair to other days. When you first start out, and if you're watching this video and you have never tried doing any kind of curly girl method, or basically if you've never tried taking care of your hair like it's curly and actually putting the effort into it, I will tell you that the beginning is going to be very difficult, and it is for everybody. Trust me. You go on YouTube and you look at videos of people who try treating their hair like the way it's supposed to be treated since it's curly. You will find a lot of discouragement in the first like 2 or so weeks. So the thing with curly hair is that it doesn't matter if you use the exact same products and you do the exact same method, it will always turn out different every single time. That's the one thing with curly hair, is you cannot compare different days. I used to look at some photos, and like there's some photos that I have and I'm like, wow, my hair looks like on point that day. And then there are other times where it's like my hair does not look as curly and as cute as it did this day. You just have to kind of take it as it is. If you would like to see a video of me giving you guys some when your hair doesn't look as presentable as you might like it to be, I do have some tricks to make it look a lot more, what's the word? A lot more presentable. And I actually find it funny because usually when I do some of these hairstyles, most people will actually compliment me on my hair when usually they don't. So they do work. They are very good tricks that I like to do. If you guys would like to see a hair tutorials video of all of the different hairstyles that I do with curly hair, let me know in the comments. But again, you don't want to compare. My hair looked like this really pretty way the other day, I want it to look like that again today. It's not going to work like that. Literally every single time you do a method or do something to your hair, it will look different every time. So just don't get discouraged. It's going to take some time. You'll get the hang of it. Like, just give it some time. All right, so the next thing is a do. This is like the only do that I actually have, and that is to condition your hair often. So the reason why is because for people that have straight hair, this is what their follicle looks like. It looks kind of like this straight line, and there's that gap in between. That gap is where the moisture is supposed to go, and you're supposed to fill that gap up, which is why most people that have straight hair tend to over moisturize, and then their hair becomes super greasy and super oily, is because their gap is super tiny. Now for us curly girls, it looks kind of like this. So you have that much more like gap area that you need to fill in with moisture. Using moisture products, using leave-in conditioners. I have a couple of my favorites, which I'll show here shortly. You can use things like argan oil, you can use oils, you can use leave-in conditioners. You can honestly, this is what I sometimes will do after I finish a shower, is I will actually take the straight conditioner itself. I know, it probably sounds gross. That's literally what leave-in conditioner is. They take the conditioner and they dilute it with water. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your normal conditioner, take it in your hand, take like a, I want to say like a dime size amount, and then you're going to dilute it with water and then just like rub it around in your hand and then put it through the ends of your hair, and you've already made your own leave-in conditioner and you don't have to go out and buy any. All right, so for products, one of the biggest things that for me personally I like to stay away from is phthalates, sulfates, parabens, and I like it to be cruelty free. The reason being is because my scalp is very sensitive, so I have to be really careful with the products that I use. There is one brand for me that literally I cannot do it whatsoever. My hair is my scalp can be very dry. You can get red. There's times where it's gotten flaky. It's a very sensitive scalp, and just like you would treat your skin with moisture, you want to do the same thing with your scalp. Your scalp is your skin. So for example, if it's the wintertime and your elbows get cracked and they start drying out, what do you do to that? You apply moisture to that. So for me, parabens, sulfates, and those kinds of things will suck the moisture out of your hair. That's what shampoo does. It takes all of the moisture out of your hair, which is why we put conditioner on to put it back into your hair. For me, I can't have a ton of moisture taken out of my hair because my hair is curly and I don't have a lot of moisture to begin with. So I like to use moisturizing shampoos and conditioners, and I also like to use gentle shampoos. That is the one word that you want to make sure that you're looking for, is a gentle cleansing shampoo. That's the biggest thing, is a gentle cleansing shampoo. Also make sure that it's, again, towards the curly girls. I've tried out so many different products. One in particular really has never worked for me, and it looks like this. I have tried it from Sally's and it does not work. It leaves my hair feeling dry, flaky, red, itchy, all of the nastiness. When you're looking for products, you want to go towards your curly girl sections, Texture ID, Heritage, Kristen S, all of those kinds of things. And also keep in mind that just because something might work well on my hair might not work well on your hair. You have to kind of test the waters a lot. You kind of have to see what works best and what doesn't before you find what you're looking for. Alright, so starting off with the method, I just take my hair out. Usually my hair is curly and I'll go and brush it through it, but today it's actually straight. So I use a boar bristled brush, and this is like a wooden brush, so you guys can use that, or you guys can just use any brush that you guys have. I recommend using a paddle brush. So for shampoo and conditioner, I like to use the Heritage by Mindy. This is their daily shampoo, and I also use their Held High Volume Conditioner. I like this just because they use a lot of clean ingredients, and that's good for my scalp and with the itchiness that it has. So the next thing that I like to do is take a wide toothpick comb and actually brush through some of the clumpier curls. This just kind of separates them and makes them look a lot more defined. So the next product that I like to use is the Dry Hair Scalp Relief by Texture ID, and yes, I'm tired, don't ask. So I like to use this just because my hair can sometimes be very dry, itchy, and red, and this helps to relieve the pain that sometimes my scalp has. My scalp is very sensitive, so this just helps with all of that. The next product that I like to use is the Mika Moisture and Shine Cream. This is like a leave-in conditioner, so I will just rub this between my hands and scrunch it in. Some people like to say the praying method is a lot better. If you do your research on curly hair method, you'll know what I mean. I did not explain what that was. My bad. The next thing that I like to use is by True. It's their Coconut Curl Styler Cream, and I use kind of a lot of this stuff. It's got the texture of like a sticky conditioner, if that makes sense. And so I just like to scrunch that like crazy in my ends. Sometimes I'll even add more. This is just to help hold the curls into place. Helps with also keeping them looking refreshed, because if you have curly hair, you know that frizziness is a big problem. And so I like to try and stay away from that as much as possible. And so I will literally put my hair in all different directions to scrunch that in. And then comes the gel. I like to use the brand True. Again, I love this brand so much. The consistency of the gel is very lightweight, so it works really well for my hair. It doesn't leave my hair feeling sticky, doesn't clump the curls together, which sometimes a lot of the gels will do. And so I have thoroughly enjoyed this product. Alrighty, so that is all of the products that I use. I know it's kind of overkill, but next thing that I like to do is I like to just let this dry while I do my makeup, and I am back, and my makeup is done, and my hair is somewhat dry, so now comes into using a diffuser. But first, I like to use Texture ID's Curls Refresher Spray. This has rose water, as well as vitamin E, which is really good for your hair. It helps with moisturizing. It locks in that moisture so that you do not experience frizziness. And I will use that throughout the day as well. This helps just a lot with keeping my hair moisturized. So now I'm using a diffuser. If you've never known what that little round thing is for your hair dryer, it's a diffuser, and it is for us curly girls. So what I like to do is just clump up the hair together in your hand, and then just stick it on the end of the blow dryer and push outward. That literally is so hard to explain, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's basically what I do, and it works really well. I really actually like it. And if you don't have like a diffuser, you can always just like scrunch it up in your hands and like hold it like a cup in your hand and just hold your hair. That also works too. If you guys want to see a video on how to do this exactly, let me know in the comments. So there you go. That is my hair right there, and it looks pretty good. Today it looked a lot better than the other day, but yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. And that is basically my curling girl routine, as well as just a bunch of added stuff about curly hair, all in a nutshell. So yeah, if you guys would like to see more videos like this where I talk about curly hair itself, I have so many ideas. I would love to talk about my journey to getting curly hair, and there's so many videos I would like to film with curly hair. But if you guys would like to see more hair type of videos like this one, whether that be hairstyles, curling videos, then let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see next in the comments, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.